This is Eddie Muentes. You're watching Hit Video and Film, and in the house we have Paul Kurti. Welcome to the show.
Very happy to be here. Thanks.
He's the director of Right to Love, a new movie by Amina Zhaman. I enjoyed the movie. I saw this a couple of weeks back. What I find interesting is that Amina's name is all over the place.
Yeah, she produced the film, she wrote the soundtrack, she wrote the story. Yeah, she was a bit all over. It was a work of passion of hers. So yeah.
She's more than a triple threat, I'm telling you. Now, as a director, how did you get started in the business?
In the business, I'm Albanian. My background is Albanian, so I was born in Albania. My family moved to North America in Canada when I was a teenager. Both my grandmother and my father are actors, so I guess.
So when you were growing up, you seen them perform?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, my grandmother performs in movies and she's always on TV, so I always had that connection to films.
You could drop her name.
Tinka Kurti. Yeah,
Tinka Kurti?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
She's a well-known Albanian actress. And my dad did theater too. So then I came to New York and I did film school for a bit, not for too long because I always believed it's better to make films and study for too long. So I started making short films. I won a couple of awards. And then this film, it was kind of like a modern age connection. Amina contacted me through the internet. She saw my work, so we Skyped for a few months back and forth, talking about the script, different ideas, and then we decided to just go on and film it.
As a director, does it feel a little intimidating that the person who contacted you did everything except directed?
It was definitely a new experience for me because I've written all my stuff up to this point. So it was, I think it was easy in a way to work on a script that was already done because my input was, I think I had a different kind of input on it. I was as connected to the story as she was, so I could look at it as an outsider. And I think the rest is about communication. Like I took the challenge, and I think we talked enough before we started filming with Amina, and I think like it could be intimidating having somebody cover so many roles, but at the same time it's liberating in a way. And then it was all about communication, and then we got it done.
Another question I got: how is directing the person in the role?
The person who actually
Amina, yes,
wrote.
yes.
I think it was okay. Amina is very similar to the character that she wrote. The story is based a bit on her
experiences.
It was a story based on an experience that she had. So in a way, she's playing a screen version of herself. So I think in that aspect, it was easier because she was playing.
Yes, very little to direct. Pretty much is good. Play yourself, right?
You've met her and you know that
she's very vibrant. She's a very likable person and a very experienced person. When I heard her singing, and as she said, she sung and performed with all these tracks.
Yeah, and I think I think singing is also a big strength of her. And she wrote the whole soundtrack for the film, and I made 2 music videos for the film based on her songs. So I think she still continues to write music. So I think that's also a big strength of her.
Well, let's give a flavor of one of the music videos right about now.
Okay.
Let me hear you, let me be near you.
that's very cool. So it's actually, you can see a good portion of the movie right here in this particular video with her soundtrack right behind it. How cool is that?
Yeah, I tried to incorporate as much of the film and as much of the song in this one experience. So if that's your first experience exposed to the movie, then you would get enough flavor of both the music, Amina's song, and also a bit of the film background. So
yeah. I mean, you get a good taste of it. So had it been a music video that I've seen, I would be a little more interested to find out more about the artist. And now you have the opportunity to, because there's the movie.
Yeah, and I think that's what this film is. It incorporates a little bit of everything. It's got music, it's got a love story, it's got a social message. So I think it's got a good mix of flavors thrown in there.
Yeah, one of the things that I find here is the prejudices that are still amongst a lot of different people, a lot of different nationalities, and you bring it out in such a nice way, and it just makes you aware how life is in the real world, right?
Yeah, and I think those are the kinds of films I'm interested in. Films that try to start a conversation in the audience. Films that try to bring up a social cause. And I think this film, it is a love story, but it also touches on this other aspect. Prejudice is based on religion, nationality, also profession, and at the end of the day, hopefully we've tried to say that your background doesn't define who you are. Like your nationality, your religion's got nothing to do with what's in your heart. A person should be based on what's in their heart and not based on where they were born.
Well, I tell you what, we're gonna take them to the trailer of Right to Love.
This is my buddy Tony. He's a business guy. And Tony, she's Amina, she's a theater actress from the Caucasus.
Nice meeting you.
My pleasure. Why you haven't introduced me to this girl before?
Calm down, she just moved in. There you go. She's not your type. She prays 5 times a day, she doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink alcohol, and she's Muslim, you're Catholic.
That's okay, it just makes it more of a challenge for me.
So, Amina, what was your background again?
I'm Surkesh.
Who are you saying? He's an Albanian businessman.
Is he handsome?
Tony is very handsome.
What the hell is happening to you?
Like a whole new world has opened up in front of me. A world I never knew existed. I feel good.
You look really happy.
Are you going to introduce her to your family?
I haven't asked them, but I don't think that'll go well. I just have this gut feeling.
Well, I think if you really like her, you should do anything to be with her.
Yeah, I met someone. She's Circassian actress.
Actress?
She's after your money. And if she's not after your money, what the hell are we gonna do with Muslim relatives?
Amina, why among so many admirers you fell in love with a Catholic guy?
Because he believes in me. Theater is my life, and I'm not gonna quit it for anyone.
Po pse nuk e takon të paktën, flisni? Kur! Ajo nuk do të shkel kur në shtëpinë time. As sot dhe asnjëherë. Dhe këtë e vure mirë në mend.
You're doing this for a girl, for a stranger that you barely know. You've gone mad.
I'm doing it for myself.
Say Muentes, you're watching Hit Video and Film with Paul Kurti in the house, director of the film you just saw. Now, we're on the verge of now hitting the film festivals, right? You just completed this film. How long did it take you to make this film?
It took us roughly 6 weeks to film and then another 4.5 months to edit. So it was a good 7 months of just filming and editing it without considering the pre-production. An independent film, so it's not it takes enough time, not too long, but enough time to a big chunk of your year.
I really enjoy the amount of films that come from the indie.
Yeah, and I think there's problems, but you also get a lot of freedom. So like Amina's film was, she's coming from, she's a Circassian artist. She's coming from the Caucasus area of Russia. So for her to bring this message of her people, her nationality, probably not a lot of people would be interested in telling this story in, you know, in Hollywood or elsewhere. But in the indie scene, you can bring out awareness of these backgrounds and these different kind of cultures. So I think that's what's also good about the indie scene. You have the freedom to express more and more ideas.
Now, has the Russian press get a hold of this film yet?
We're starting to get out there. We had a screening in New York last month for the press, and you also saw the film there. And now we're trying to get it out into the newspapers, into festivals. So hopefully, good things will come out of it.
Well, we hope to get Amina Zhaman in here. Yeah. She is an amazing person. She's right now. She's in Russia. She texted me yesterday. She says, "Eddie, I have Paul in town. Why don't you have him on the show?" And here he is. So, Amina, if you're out there, we want to see you here on Hit Video and Film. Is there anything special you want to tell our viewers out there about the film?
I think the story. It's interesting. It is a love story, but the social message behind it, it's something that I really think that people should be exposed to. And when we showed it to the audience for the first time, I was very surprised how the audience responded, and a lot of them had this kind of situation in their families, like the immigrant family always had this kind of conflict. So I was surprised. At the same time, I was happy that the message spoke to a lot of people. So I think it's a good reason to check out our film.
It's something that's universal, but not really talked about, right?
Yeah, yeah, and you know, it's got a little bit of everything. It's got passion for following your career. It's got a love story. It's got this thing with the family. So it's got, as I said before, it's got a mix of different flavors.
Well, that's great. Listen, lots of luck with your film, and I hope you do great at the film festival. And if you guys are out there buying films, you know who you are. All you distributors, yeah. Right to Love should be one you should consider. Very good film. Listen, Paul,
thank you very, very much.
It's been a pleasure having you on the show. And whenever you're ready to do anything new, and Amina too, bring it here on Hit Video and Film.